Hey guys, cool by my back. I'm Rick.
Eric.
Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
And we are back with Jujutsu Kaisen, where the calling game continues. And we're in Higuruma's imminent domain.
Yes, death, something.
Domain
Death
expansion.
Judgment.
Deadly sentencing.
Deadly
sentencing.
Which I'm hoping, because he isn't, like, guilty of something maybe, or, like, isn't, like, bad.
Or not trying to cause him harm.
Not guilty, yes.
This might be
He's
good
innocent.
for his like mental well-being if he's judged as not guilty for all the things that happened in Shibuya.
Might be good for him, and also for, what's his name? Higurumi?
Higurumi.
Higurumi or Higuruma?
Higuruma.
Higuruma law office.
It might be good for him, too, to find someone who doesn't just die for this, you know? Like, imagine, like, he's here and, like, we had the whole sentencing was, like, 99%. And he's like, what am I supposed to do? And he gets all mad, and then this finds, like, everybody's guilty, you know? And it just puts him more in a depressive state, and then he finds someone who's not,
So
you know?
he's in Sodom and Gomorrah, and he just needs to find one dude.
You find one person who's not the exact issue that he's like, I can't save anyone. Everyone's guilty. Like, I feel like that's kind of like where he is, and he's getting depressed by it, you know?
Everybody wants to
If
rape the
that's
angels.
how his thing works, I don't know how his thing works, you know?
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, maybe he will be his lot and not his lot's wife.
Sorry, but all acts of violence are indefinitely prohibited in this space. For both of us.
Oh, no one can fight here until you are found either guilty or not guilty.
I already know I'm gonna love this.
Judgeman,
Judgment.
please begin.
Judgment.
On July 16th, 2017, the defendant entered Maji Vegas Pachinko Parlor, Sendai City, Miyagi Prefecture, despite being under the legal age of 18 at the time.
Oh man, it's starting at the very beginning.
It reads your book of life.
The verdict will be decided solely by the arguments we present today. With the exception of this evidence, there is no guarantee that this will confirm the charges alleged against you today. Nevertheless, it will remain a secret to you. Your goal is to clear suspicion and win an innocent verdict from Judgment.
Oh, man. Kind of, but not exactly what I thought it would be.
Ace Attorney.
This domain is like what Tengen talked about.
Domains used to be a much more standard skill set for sorcerers to use against their enemies in the past. The guarantee was that users' techniques would without question hit their target within the domain. That used to be the commonplace function of domains in the past.
It prevents lethal use, prohibits physical harm, and it requires some explanation of its rules.
After your statement,
Ghost
I will
Rider's
get to make my
Doomsday.
rebuttal using this evidence. And then, Judgeman will announce his verdict in accordance with the 6 codes. If guilty, you have 3 options: silence, confession, or denial. Your denial may include false statements. Now, make your argument. Judgeman is not very patient.
But is he fair?
I can't avoid lying if I still want to claim my innocence. So naturally, what I need to consider is, what could be in that evidence? I just need to deny it or remain silent. No! 2, if the evidence only proves I entered the parlor, can I say it was for another reason? I just went in to use their bathroom. But what if confessing lightens my sentence? Wait, does this court even offer lighter punishments? The fact is, I entered the pachinko parlor. But it was only because I needed to poop. Then I had to use their bathroom.
This is security camera footage from the antique shop near Maji Vegas.
Showing him enter.
The store has an ATM which captured this image on the day in question.
He was getting money.
And since he just admitted to entering the parlor, this photo makes it clear that his excuse about needing the bathroom isn't worth a roll of toilet paper. The parlor had clear posted signs explicitly prohibiting minors from entering the premises. You are charged with criminal trespassing.
There was no way for me to talk my way out of it. Should I have gone with option 3?
What are you talking about? You were only on trial for entering into Maji Vegas. All you needed to say was, "I'm sorry, but I don't recognize that parlor." And that way you can deny the charge without lying to me.
He just hits the air.
Guilty. Confiscation.
Confiscation.
I don't feel any different.
What was confiscated?
Oh, man, look at the hammer!
Oh my god, it gets bigger. That's so awesome.
I had a nickel.
You're pretty tough.
At least I still have that. Because I can't control my cursed energy.
Yeah, they confiscated his cursed energy.
This is cool. I mean, I feel bad.
He easily cleared all obstacles, like the entry exam to Tokyo University's School of Law, and the old bar exam that preceded the institution of the law school system. And yet, the gem that shone brightest from his unlimited potential was his overwhelming talent as a jujutsu sorcerer. But through analyzing his domain, he also learned the fundamentals of how barriers work. And within 12 days of awakening as a sorcerer, his powers had grown to match those of a grade
12 days.
Ooh, this is a cool fight. I love the lighting too.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so.
Oh, Ben is great.
His hammer is
Oh,
ridiculous.
it's like a Chinese spear now.
Is he throwing multiples or the same one?
He's throwing the same one, just as soon as it hits, he recalls it and throws it again.
The penalty of confiscation makes it temporarily impossible to use one's curse technique. So I'm guessing you've never had a curse technique to begin with? It's terrifying to think about how good he is.
With no cursed energy.
How can he hold his own against me without cursed energy? I'll crush him with my full might.
Oh, extend-o-matic.
Dude, it's the power pole.
Is he pulling himself up or oh he's pulling him down?
He wedged it in the floor, yeah. Oh my god, that shot is
GoPro
so
That was a
cool.
GoPro shot in the animation.
Oh, cool.
Now he pole vaults with it.
Oh, big hammer. Jeez.
You're incredible. It's like I'm fighting some kind of unbreakable doll.
Think. A technique for court trials.
Appeal.
Objection!
Higuruma! I want a retrial!
It is automatic.
You figured it out.
That was close.
Even after having previously been found guilty and subjected to penalty by Judgeman, they are entitled to demand up to 2
Up to
retrials.
2.
Yeah. The appeal process they had before, right?
Yeah.
Like the same guy that we had last week. He was found guilty the second time, but he could get another appeal, but it was going to take a long time, right?
You stand accused of mass murder in Shibuya on the night of Halloween, October 31st.
Not me. It was the guy inside me.
Yeah, I killed all of them. I'm not going to deny it.
Can't get retrialed now.
Dang, Yuji feels like he is guilty on that.
You wanted to be either a public prosecutor or a defense lawyer, is that right?
Yes.
Consider something else.
Yeah, why not be a judge?
The heaviest sentence Judgeman can impose on the guilty is confiscation accompanied by the death penalty. Anyone cut by the executioner's sword will, without exception, meet their untimely death.
Day after day after day. I was so fed up with everything. All people are weak and ugly! No matter how much you long for them to have noble souls! I'm sorry. I don't want to become a judge.
I see.
I believed that the very depravity, which no other creatures possessed, was meant to be cherished. Why did you admit your guilt? The evidence Judgeman provided was about the demon harbored inside you, Sukuna. You didn't kill them.
He pulled back the blade.
Yeah, the sword's gone.
Being deprived of either sound judgment or control of one's actions qualifies as non-compos mentis. You didn't voluntarily surrender control either. And so, you're innocent.
Regardless of all that, it's still my fault. Because I was too weak to stop him.
Put your shirt back on, then have a seat. I'm giving you my 100 points. Itadori.
Huh?
Have you ever killed someone by your own will and not a Sukuna?
I have.
I see. Didn't it feel awful? Kogane, add a new rule. Make possible the transfer of points between players. Kogane, give one of my points to Itadori.
As you wish.
One?
So his point value
change.
changed.
Yeah.
Now neither of us will have to worry about our techniques being stripped for 19 days. Take care. My 2 remaining points are from the judge and prosecutor that I killed before coming to Tokyo. I think I might turn myself in. See you later.
Man, I really like him.
He's an interesting character. He's like a tortured artist. He's being crushed under the weight of his own, like, morals.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, ironically, he'd be a good judge.
Yeah. Well, because he wouldn't just like take something at face value. He like digs into it because he needs to find what the actual truth is and what is right and what is wrong.
I do.
Like he analyzes it. He stresses over it so much that he has to have the right answer.
Yeah. And it's nice. I love this episode. I loved it. But it's super nice that he's able to like trust the evidence too. Like there's no like police work being done. The supernatural evidence.
There's no bias in the investigation.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
this
like
is the evidence.
court is easy if you know the answers with 100% accuracy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because no matter,
I think if you at least know that this evidence is 100%.
Yeah.
Like you don't even know the answer necessarily.
Yeah.
Right? Like he knows Sukuno was in his body and took control of his body. Like he knows that. Now it's like you can go from there on what other evidence or what people are saying. The evidence of you were at the ATM. I know this is true. This is real evidence. Though he also went through like talking about that being like, well, this guy is your build, your height. It looks like you.
Yeah.
This must be you.
Yeah.
Like that's their evidence. So even still, like him talking about it, he still treated it like evidence of why is it evidence and what do we know of it too. But I assume it has to be. This is 100% about this. We know it is. It's not something else that could be misconstrued into the evidence. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe
a really intelligent, really good liar could also get out of the system.
Sure.
That's what he's saying too. Is like the conditions of the court allow you to lie if you're smart about it and skirt around the evidence if you know what evidence could be there. But you have to make an educated guess on what could be in that file as to what you have to lie around.
And it's interesting too, like from his perspective, like you have Yuji lying about going to the pachinko, like parlor or whatever. But then in the case of like, well, you didn't do this, but you're also, I guess, lying, or at least to him, telling the truth that yes, I did kill those people. I'm not going to deny it. Like you didn't do this, but you said you did.
Yeah.
You did do this, but you said you didn't.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting that you're doing that, but no, I like the episode too. Between the fight and then just like the theme of it all, and where we get also like for Higuruma and for Yuji both. Like I don't know if this will help Yuji at all in the idea of what we did. Like I'd like him to be able to help like process the grief or guilt that he has for the loss of life.
Yeah. I don't think it'll get him there, but I think it'll start him on that path maybe.
It's like chipping away at the wall.
Yeah.
I always thought about like violence it tends to be a result of bad argumentation, you know, and then the violence just so cool with that gavel. I just loved that gavel weapon so much.
The gavel was sweet.
It was really cool.
Like there's rarely like a weapon that I never really considered before that I would immediately be like, I want that. That's mine. I pick it.
Yeah.
I love it. He can turn into a bow staff. He can turn into a giant hammer. It's so versatile. He can work at like Goku's power pole.
You
can
throw
use it
it,
to climb buildings.
you can teleport it back.
It's Mjolnir throwing like back to me.
He's using both hands, like ambidextrous with it. It just awesome. I love this episode.
And the fight sequence while the narrator was talking about the conditions and the reasoning and everything like that, that fight was so good. It flowed so well.
I love when it's like he's like sliding under and he's like and the hammer just keeps getting longer as it's chasing him to hit him.
And he whips the end of
like
it.
it had like fun like comedic-y kind of moments like that. Where I love that. But then yeah, just the other action parts too, the motion, the movement, the creativity of the gavel and what it could do. Like yeah, all that.
The
was
way
really
the
good.
camera acted in the scenes.
I would love someone like Megami to go through that process. Just because Megami's so intelligent and so quick with it, too. I just love to be in his mind as he's going through this. Yuji, I love Yuji, but he's he panics and, like maybe doesn't think things out completely. It's very relatable because that's how I am. But I want to see like Megami or like L or something from Death Note do that.
If their curse technique gets taken away, isn't that how they die from the
That's
the
if
game?
it's removed, but here it said temporarily. So that seems to indicate that, like, you wouldn't die. But he also says, like, almost always there's another judgment along with the confiscation, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't come in isolation.
So, like, there's no reason you would need to have someone marked for execution and confiscate their thing if confiscating the thing would kill them.
I mean, I get that, but like, if killing them isn't the point and passing down a punishment is, and the punishment just happens to be lethal, it's not the same thing, right? Like, I sentence you to be in jail for 5 years, but they're going to die in 3 years from cancer or something like that. Like, that's not necessarily the same thing as passing a death sentence.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, like, the fact that it's temporary, I don't think means that it's lethal to them. Like, if he had been able to dodge for long enough, I don't know how long that time is, but, like, eventually he would have been able to use his stuff again, I think.
Well, Yuji, yeah, because he doesn't have a curse technique, but usually the punishment is that the sorcerer gets stripped of their curse technique. It gets confiscated from them.
And then he kills him with a gavel.
Yeah.
I assume because he has other points. He's fought other people, so
yeah.
I assume that's usually the route they go. But that's also
I'm guessing, yeah.
probably because of depending on what it is, the confiscation occurs, and then that guy or person, whatever, is still attacking them.
So I wonder how the confiscation works. Does it just like disable their connection to it? Because like if it takes it away, then the sorcerer should die, right? Because that's the whole point of the game.
No.
Like if they leave the area, they get stripped of their curse technique and they die.
Yes.
The leaving of the area, I think that those are the results of what occur. But I don't think just losing your technique from like this does the same thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wonder why there's a difference. Like the confiscation is a legal taking.
Yeah, because
right?
it's temporary, so it's being held as opposed to being like taken.
But it's still being separated from them.
Sure, yeah, but like it's
But maybe it's like
the
cordoned
difference
off.
being arrested and being detained. Is kind of how I'm thinking about it.
It could be inside them, but made inaccessible to them.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's still there. It's just you can't access it.
Yeah.
It's like when you get in trouble and like you're not allowed to have any cookies, so they lock the cookies up. Like the cookies are there, I just can't get to them.
Like theoretically, I have everything in my ear works except for the nerve endings that are disconnected.
Sure.
Like if I could plug it in, it'd all work. But I have one of those European plugs. It doesn't fit.
I wonder if, with the execution, like if Yuji was able to get away, then like would he always, anytime he encountered him after that, have the sword again? Like is that permanent from then on, or is it temporary like the confiscation?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd be interested in how the duration of the things work. What does temporary exactly mean? And then, does the sword do
And does he suffer something if he doesn't do that justice by executing them? Like, does he lose something?
Conviction rate's so high.
It probably, like, because they're still inside of a domain, right? That's how he can use the sword power to.
I don't think he was
one-shot
in a
people.
domain once he got the sword, because the Shikigami disappeared.
Yeah, the domain seems to only be that like stage realm where they're like around the banisters and have the.
But it's still an effect, though.
I think it
Yuji
is, but I
could
don't
call
think
for a retrial and is instantly there.
They're instantly brought into the domain. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just an area of effect, and if you leave the building, you can get out of it, or I don't know what the parameters.
Because he hadn't been in a domain while he was attacking him with a hammer after he was confiscated, because then every attack would have been automatic hit, but he was dodging stuff, right? So he wasn't in a domain
cursed
at that
techniques
point.
are automatic hits, but physical attacks aren't, right? Even though he's using a technique to summon the gavel is still a physical object that he manipulates.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not clear on all of those rules.
What are you looking at there?
The idea of the rules for like the death of people. Because I'm trying to see like, well, if they don't have access to their curse technique, do they just die? And people
Maybe
who
it
don't
is
have a
maybe
curse
me.
technique wouldn't die.
But if it's stripped from them, because Higuruma had the technique, he just wasn't able to use it.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I assume confiscation just kind of reverses the process that he went through. Where like he was alive, he had this technique, he just couldn't use it. So like the same thing is applied to other people who are confiscated from. Where like the technique's still there, it just changes something about their.
There's an access to it that's changed, and that's why it's not just killing them.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But if it's taken out and gone forever, I think it kills them.
That would make sense to me. What would you have done first? Would you have done the let's test the lie first, or test the honesty first? I feel like I want to test honesty and see like how that, because I feel like it's a not a very serious crime, Like, you're a minor, so you're not going to be like sentenced to death. You know? Except
like judges usually have discretion when it comes to punishments, right?
Yeah. So if I didn't lie and was more honest, would they have sentenced confiscation, or would it have been something else?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think I would have tested that first. I don't know. That's myself.
Probably, yeah. Like I probably would have been honest first, because I feel like we know this, but Yuji wouldn't know it. Is that like, I think Higuruma would value honesty.
Yeah.
But
Sure. He already acknowledges that people are ugly and flawed,
Yeah,
right?
weak and ugly, yeah.
Like, he understands the weakness of criminals and victims. Like, everybody's weak at some point.
Does he
And
want
they
to-
make mistakes.
But if I don't know that, I'm just encountering him. I know he has over 100 points, so he's killed tons of people. Like,
Yeah.
I might not be so willing to trust that this is actually a just process.
Sure. Is it the intention of the law, or is it the letter of the law?
Yeah.
Because the letter of the law is punishment if there's a crime. And especially, like, Higuruma being the prosecutor, and then the Shikigami being the judge.
The judge man.
Like, that puts it in a different perspective to where, like, there are rules, and it doesn't seem like there's as much flex.
And also, I think the judge man, like, even though the evidence is there, the judge was like, "Oh, you said that you don't deny it," and that's like basically saying you're guilty. Then you're guilty, death sentence.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, but the evidence has this. The judge wasn't even taking it. It was like, you said you're guilty. Well, then you're guilty, I guess.
Yeah. And it was left up to Higuruma to do the sentence or not do it.
Yeah.
To prosecute or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it just says it's designed as a non-lethal judicial penalty that seals their innate curse technique. Temporary trial outcome, whereas the death penalty is a separate higher level verdict for lethal force.
So it seals it.
It just seals it away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they, like, it says an example of, like, having, like, if you were to have, like, more than one curse technique, it could just seal away one, you could still have the other one, maybe,
Okay.
So, like, it's just sealing that curse technique. It's just in his situation, it removed cursed energy entirely.
Yeah.
Because he had no curse
He has no
technique.
single one that has to
So,
do something.
but if you lose all that, because it's imprinted on body and soul, that's why people will die.
Interesting.
But it didn't remove it all from his body and soul. It just sealed it from him.
Yeah.
Having no methodology on how good Judge Man is when judging, I just immediately trusted that he would be good. I don't think you can necessarily trust all judges, but there was something about Judge Man where I'm like, okay, they know what they're doing. I accept.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be all knowing or anything.
Well, it might, maybe, yeah.
Like, I don't think you can. Like, in the fact of Yuji and not Sukino. What's his name? Sukuna.
Yeah.
In the idea of them, like, killing all these people, it just went with guilty.
It did.
Without any evidence, without the prosecution saying anything or anything.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, well, in the way the law works, he says he's guilty, so then he's just guilty.
Yeah.
It's just going with that directly as opposed to, like, any other aspect. Which I mean, I guess that's how the law would work.
Yeah, Yuji said guilty. So
Sure.
you know, like if you do that in a court of law, like there's not going to go to trial.
Sure, but if he lies and the evidence is like, oh, you're lying, you are guilty.
Yeah.
Versus he lies and there's evidence and it's like, oh, you're not guilty. Like I feel like that should also be. I don't know. It's a weird.
You got to have some really well supported lies, I guess, if you're going to do the lying route.
Sure. Yeah. It
would help if Yuji had a defense lawyer who could say plea of non compos menti.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, fighting on his behalf kind of thing.
Yeah. Because, like, someone could put in, like, a false confession.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I'll
the court,
take the hit
like,
for that guy. You know?
There's the confession right there. Let's prosecute this guy.
I did
or
do
let's
this crime,
sentence him, you
so
know?
that, Calvin doesn't go to jail. I did, or whatever.
It seems like there's less allowance for, like, being compelled or anything like that.
Sure.
It's up to the curse technique user.
It's also crazy that it's like omnipresent before it even existed, right? Like he got that picture of Yuji going into that place before it even existed.
It reads you and all things you've done, is what it said.
Yeah.
It did exist because Higurumi had the technique from birth.
True. Yeah.
He just didn't have the ability to use it.
Yeah.
Higuruma.
Sorry. It's difficult because his name is Hiromi Higuruma. But yeah, it does seem. Who else knew that he went into that pachinko parlor? Like, Yuji even forgot about that.
Yeah, and like if he was fighting in America or something, and the crime happened in America, like
Yeah, are there
jurisdictions?
Yeah, jurisdictions.
Yeah. And it didn't use like divine knowledge to prove that you were in there. It had to use like a photograph.
It had to use real evidence that was possible to be obtained. It didn't use like a spirit camera that has perfect third-person view over.
Sure. But I can also almost guarantee that evidence, like today, probably still doesn't exist anymore. Like it probably existed at one point.
Sure, they probably had footage of that pachinko parlor for like 30 days, and after that it got overwritten or whatever. So it's also like evidence that could have possibly been obtained at the point when the crime occurred.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, the severity of the crime. Like, does it have to be a crime on the books? Like, is the standard, like, of the country they're in? Or is it, like...
He was citing specific law.
He was.
Yeah. Okay. So I would assume so.
So that's the standard you... I just, like, what's the severity? Like, you didn't put the cart back in the cart return. You left it in the grass,
Yeah.
Like, was that going to get me anything?
I mean, that's not a crime anymore.
It's not a crime, though.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, what standard does he have of, like, people are ugly and...
Well,
is that technically vandalism?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Abandonment of property?
Is that your property? Littering.
But it's
not littering.
It's not refuse.
If I somehow figure out to take the quarter out of the Aldi cart without returning it.
Yeah.
Is it because it's less than $20, not a crime or something like that?
Well, does it work for civil and criminal offenses?
I don't know. I mean, if it's civil, you tend to just have to pay money, right?
Yeah.
So what would that be the equivalent? I don't know. Maybe you lose points. I don't know if it's able... They had to add that to the system.
Sure.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, I don't know. Interesting, though. And we have the transfer points that we wanted, so...
Yep.
And
Higuruma and Yuji are safe for 19 days.
19 days.
So we still need to find Angel, and we needed to make one more rule, right?
Well, we also need to give points to the sister or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what we need to do, too.
Yeah.
There might be more rules we gotta do, but yeah.
They all need to trade points so that they reset their timers.
Yeah, just your points have to change, I think is all it said, right?
Yeah.
So as long as we just trade a point around, we don't have to kill anybody.
Yeah.
Only the people who try to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he comes back. I really wanted him to join, but I also kind of understood what he meant at the end there. But I hope to see him again, because that was so cool.
Yeah.
He does have really cool power.
I want to see him use his power against, like what about, damn it, I'm going to mess it up. What's the brain?
Kinjaku.
Yeah. Like, use it against him, Like, that could be interesting.
Can he use it against himself?
And, like, what crimes have they committed for how long?
A lot.
That you could really...
A lot.
You only get two retrials, you know?
Yeah.
So like just pick different people that you could like, against them.
Although do Curse Spirit, well, no, he is a person, right?
I think he, but I see what like a spirit could, he's dead now, Jogo, or whatever. Right?
Yeah, like
could they, Sukuna, Jogo, those kind of entities, could they be used in it?
Sukuna is a person, I think.
Is Sukuna a person? I thought he had like 4 arms.
I'm pretty sure he's a person.
He's like a Demon King monster.
I think.
I don't know. Okay, well, whatever
he
people
was
are,
once a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What was Mahito?
He was a Curse Spirit.
Like, whatever that classification would
Yeah.
be. Can you use it on them, and what does that do?
Yeah. Are they subject to human laws?
Yeah. That could also be an interesting idea. So, yeah, I hope he shows up, because I feel like there's some things I'm like, I'd love to see what you do with that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, if he also leaves, I understand, like, his mind state a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
It's often the people that don't trust themselves to be judges that I want to judge me. They when they doubt, they tend to go harder on certain standards that I enjoy. Hope to see you again. This was awesome. Loved it. I want more.
Yeah, my favorite. Guys, thank you so much for watching JJK with us. We'll be back next week with the next episode to see what happens in the calling game. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode with us, and you can see the full links for this and a lot of other stuff we cover over at blindwave.com. So go check it out, blindwave.com, right now.